Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day here today in Toronto. So you can see bright blue skies and nice sunshine. One thing I've noticed about being in Canada or being in Toronto, the young people, they don't care about unemployment. To them, there's no stigma to it. They don't care. It's like they are prepared to sit around and do nothing until they get that salary that they want, or they get that wage that they want. They're not like us. Like when we come here, we don't have people to fall back on. We don't have rich family or parents that we can say, okay, if something happens, we can go and stay with our parents, or we can stay with aunts and uncles. And even if you talk to them, like even if you talk to family, you talk to aunts and uncles, they're like, we don't know what you're gonna do. So that's why when my place wasn't selling in 2017, and my mother even asked people for me, and everybody said no. So and Father Larry also asked people for me. I wanted to rent a room in a house and rent my place out so that I could work. People said, no, you can't come stay with us, go and ask the church. So then Father Larry he put a notice for me in the newsletter for Blessed Sacrament, and nobody offered. And there's wealthy people in our parish. Father just cries sometimes because it's like, when do I get a break? Really and truly. And the young people here, they don't care. That minimum wage of what, 17.60 or whatever it is, that's what I was earning at Teleperformance. What can you buy on that? What can you buy if you only work one day of the year? And you can see there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly healthy. It's the same thing in America. I talk to friends in America and they tell me it's the same thing here. The first thing they want to know is, how much are you paying us? And if they're not paying them what they want, they don't bother. They're like, yeah, we'll just sit at home. And then they get involved in drugs and drinking and all that. And even the students that come here from India, they come here, they come to work, they go out partying, they come to work the next day drunk, and then they're boasting about it. And they keep them. That's the worst part about it. They keep them and they put them onto the best campaigns. So anyway, for us, with the way I grew up, there's a stigma to it. And now I'm also telling myself, you know what, there's no stigma. It's not your fault. You're sitting and sending out every day at least 30 applications. You're going to networking events. You've tried to register with social development services. You've sent them your resume. You go out and you talk to people in the church. You talk to people in your parish. You go knocking on doors. You go check help wanted signs when you go for your walk. I applied for so many years. My aunt works at Marshall's, so she put my name forward. They told her, oh no, you can't put her name forward here because she's in Canada. I've been applying to Winners and Marshalls for the last at least, 8 to 10 years, if not before that. I never get anything. I applied to Purdy's Chocolates. I applied to Starbucks. I applied to so many jobs. Teleperformance, the call center work is actually administration work. Admin work is good for me because I can't stand the whole day. I apply for the retail jobs for part-time, not for full-time, because I can't stand the whole day. I just can't do it. Even when we had our shop in Zimbabwe, I used to tell the workers, take a chair and sit. If there's no customers, why are you standing the whole day? It's very hard on the body. So I applied to all those part-time jobs in retail all over. And now a lot of retailers are closing. Even in America, they're letting a lot of people go. So I don't know. But I'm hoping I'll get another job in a call center. Not on the chats. I don't like the chats. But if I can do phones and emails, I can do that. Because it doesn't look like the banks are hiring for executive assistants. when I put my applications in there, I see they all say in progress, in progress, in progress. There never seems to be any movement on them. And I apply to all the banks every day. I applied to Mark Carney's company also, Brookfield. I applied to them, Cadillac Fairview. I applied to the people that run our building here, property management companies. I applied for admin work in cleaning companies. I even applied at one stage, I applied to the Fairmont for cleaning jobs. Nothing. And then now you have to have a certification if you want to be a cleaner here in Toronto. There's some certification you have to get. Even if you want to be a cook, there's a certification you have to do before you can do cooking. So then I thought, let me try security guard. I contacted all the security guard companies. They're like, no, this work is not suitable for you. You are a professional. You are an HR person and you're an executive assistant, so we're not willing to take you. I said, yeah, but you can take me. I can train. You can let me do the license. They're like, no. If we get something in administration, then we'll contact you. So it's like, oh my God. So this is how it goes here in Canada. This is how it goes. I sent that link to the lady that organizes the reading in the church for my GoFundMe, and I put it out on LinkedIn. I'm happy one person at least gave me money, but I need to raise that full amount. That is not enough. I don't know how they expect people to survive here if they're bringing in people and then you're just sitting around the whole day doing nothing. That's why I go to church, because at least if you're going to church, you're participating in the mass, you're with other people, and you're also developing social skills. You're not just sitting at home by yourself. So, I don't know. I've done a lot for Access, for the Career Foundation, TRIAC. I've helped lots of newcomers to Canada. I've done a lot in the church, so I don't see why all those skills are not getting me a job. I just don't understand it. I even applied like to Sun Life, Manulife, all these financial companies. I applied to all of them, not just here, but in Singapore, in London, England, all of them, even Teleperformance. I don't just apply here. I apply for jobs in South Africa, in England, with them, because I figure, you know what, if they give me a job and I can get a job there, I can go. Anyway, I don't know. It's just a big worry. It's a big financial worry. So, nobody wants those top jobs anymore. Like all those senior manager, director, no one wants those jobs anymore. I also did those jobs. I worked as an HR director for one of the boards here, Greener City. And I also did governance for them. I helped to hire the executive and the visioning. We did the visioning for the board, like making the vision up to date. I did it for them. I did it for Wildlife Preservation Canada. I used to help with the live auctions and recording all the fundraising donations using Razor's Edge. So it's beyond me why I'm not getting anything, even with referrals. I don't know. It's very strange. Anyway, I've been told to apply, keep applying to TD and RBC. They're hiring. So I'll keep applying, but I mean, it's just strange. This is the first time. Normally, Teleperformance calls me back within 6 months. They don't usually leave their best workers sitting at home like this. For 2 years. Oh, that's a very long time. It's a very long time. And anyway, maybe they'll call me back. It's just the wages, I don't want that $17.60. After all these years in Canada, I deserve better. There's some campaigns, they pay $50,000 to $60,000 for call center work. That's what they pay. And it's like regular hours, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So some people like working the other shifts because they have children and they have family responsibilities. So they can take their children to school and then start later. Or some people like to work at the weekend because then they can do their whatever they need to do during the week. That is beyond me. I even applied to City Market, I applied to Metro, I applied to Shoppers Drug Mart for cashier jobs all over. Costco, nothing. So I don't know. It's beyond me. No wonder my body was functioning like an 80-year-old, because I'm being treated like I'm an 80-year-old. I'm not being treated like I'm a young person who's dynamic, who's got creative skills, who's got a good education. They're treating me like I'm 80. And even the 80-year-olds, some of them don't get treated how I'm getting treated. I mean, it's ridiculous. I haven't been able to do anything in this country, anything, nothing, because my wages are so low. And then when they hire me, then they let me go. It's like, oh my God, it's ridiculous. And then when people like me, then they make a big deal out of it, like the One campaign. Was it necessary to bring it up on a volunteer call? Was it necessary to single me out? And like, obviously everyone was going to get upset, including me. I don't know where they get their training from, really and truly. And me, I've had enough of it. I don't like this sitting at home every day for 2 years. And it's not just this last 2 years. This has been going on since 2002. And even they're saying that, oh, they're going to make it a law that you can't discriminate, you can't ask for Canadian experience. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference, because they're bringing in more and more temporary foreign workers, and young people here want those jobs that the temporary foreign workers are doing. Why do you think I took a job in a call center? Because I couldn't get anything else. I couldn't get another executive assistant job after TD laid me off. All I could get was small short-term contracts. So what was I supposed to do? Just let myself go? Oh no. It's ridiculous. I even told Dr. Chakwera and all these African leaders to take me home. I told them, I said, you can take me home. You guys have got all these big companies coming up there, mining companies and they're manufacturing companies, lithium, all the mines. They all need executive assistants and administrators. So it's ridiculous. I don't understand why I can't get anything. Nothing. And it's also, like I said, it's my citizenship. Then they want to blame you. Oh no, they must go and look at how many jobs I applied for on LinkedIn, on Indeed, how many places I went to networking here in the neighborhood. They must talk to my parish priest and see. They put everything on me. It's not my fault. And then on top of that, oh no, we can't think you won't be able to hold a permanent job. Yes, I hold permanent jobs. I hold them very well. Even with no support, I hold them very, very well. I'm tired of it. I wish I could get those good paying jobs. There's jobs here that start at like 100,000. That's what people earn in Toronto. It's ridiculous. Now the recruiters are trying to set up so that they can place us in America. I'll go. If they find me a job in America, I'll go. It's better than sitting around here. And who wants to sit around and take other people's money? You have to do it. You have to ask for help, because there's no alternative. It's nice to be like the young people today. They don't care. They're like, oh, I'll just stay at home. You don't want to pay me what I'm worth, I'll just stay at home. My dad's working, my mom's working, I don't have to work. That's what they're doing. So some of us never had that luxury. Not from a young age, we never had that luxury. Anyway, they're very lucky. That's what I can say. You just sit around, go to the gym, come out, watch leisure, be a consumer. I don't think that's a nice way to live. But this is ridiculous. I hate not working. I hate it. I don't get how people can be happy not earning their own money and not working. I don't get it. It's very, very sad, actually. It's very sad. The family are not going to have any memories with me, none of them. Because even if they invite me, I won't be able to go to many of the things because I never have the money to go. It's very sad. And then this whole thing was supposed to be about family reunification. Oh no, we can't sponsor mom, so you sponsor mom, and look at what happened to my life. None of my prayers were answered. Everything went downhill for me. It's very sad. It's very sad. There's no support. There's no support for when you bring your parents here. You are responsible for them. You're supposed to be able to get in those good paid jobs and to support them. Oh, there's nothing. Nothing like that. No consideration, nothing. So it's very sad. And it's awful. It's disgusting. I went to see those places, the low-income housing and that. Those places are awful. By God's grace, my condo sold, and then I could come and rent here. But this last year has been awful for me, because I have to keep asking people, can you help me with money? Can you send me money for rent? Can you please help me? I need to do this. I mean, it's awful. It's awful. I can work 2 jobs. I did it. I worked 3 jobs when I was doing my master's for Regis College, and I enjoyed it. I had my independence. I didn't have anybody breathing down my neck, wanting to know where I'm going, what I'm doing, who I'm seeing, who I'm dating, when I'm farting. It's awful. I don't like this. I don't like it. I want to work. Something wrong in this place, in the way that things are being run. When you have good people, you don't promote them. You don't give them the best paying jobs. No, you let them go, and if the ID is not working to log in to do your work, it's like, oh, we can't fix it. We're letting you go. It's ridiculous. That's how they're running the companies now. That's how they're running them. So, I don't know. I just pray every day. I pray for financial help, and I pray that God gives me a good paying job. I've hated every minute of the unemployment. I wish I had been brought up like these kids here, the children here in North America, to say, oh, there's no stigma to it. Just relax, take it easy, don't worry. Just take it one day at a time. If it doesn't work out, you can go home to mommy and daddy. They got a nice property, and they had their relatives to help them to buy their property. I wish I could be like them. Seriously. It's really, for me, it's very frustrating this, to sit at home like this, with no job. Very sad.